This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Meltzer would say, rumor has it Dustin Rhodes signed this past week and should be in shortly. You guys already had the idea for Goldust ahead of that. We've talked about that in the archives. Go listen to our Dustin Rhodes episode. It is an epic episode, like 5 or 6 hours worth. Meltzer would also say lots of talk regarding Titan and the USA Network, but my feeling is it's all talk. Meltzer would say that Titan's contract with the USA Network was set to expire at the end of December. And the story that's been reported in many places is the current deal for 3 shows is that USA pays Titan $12,000 a week, and Titan gets to keep 2 minutes of advertising time to either sell or for its own use. Titan wants that increase to 5 minutes of advertising time and is using the E Network as negotiating leverage. Monday Night Raw is on a phenomenal ratings run, with it often being the highest rated regular weekly show on cable. Ratings of the other 2 shows, while nowhere near that level, are competitive for their time slot. However, the E Network only reaches about 28 million homes as opposed to 65 million homes for the USA Network. So really there's no leverage there at all. With syndication dwindling, Titan simply can't afford that kind of a loss in exposure. So it just isn't going to happen. So this is one of the first times that I remember Vince trying to figure out a new TV deal. And man, I hope that you take that piece of the notes and you show that to Vince, that once upon a time you were getting $12,000 a week. Oh my God. It's a whole new ball game now. Is it not, my friend?
It's a little bit different ball game altogether, just in every landscape. So yes, without a doubt, it was different times and different ways of looking at the business. But at the same time, it was not just settling for what you had and saying, okay, well, we've got this deal. It was still going out looking for a better deal financially. And look, even then, based on the way that networks were paying for programming, from syndication to cable and everywhere in between, it was, what about us? You know, great, you're paying us a small production fee, is kind of how I looked at it. But they should have been paying more back then too.
Of course.
And takes a while sometimes.
I mean, really, it is remarkable to think about how far the wrestling business has come. That once upon a time, the biggest around was only getting $12,000 a week, allegedly, and keeping 2 minutes of advertising time, which is, night and day from where we are right now. Do you guys have any sort of hesitation, when you know that Vince is trying to leverage the E Network, but we also know that that show is a fraction of the size of USA Network? Was there any concern that, man, we might be on the verge of losing the USA deal?
I think every time that the contract came up for renewal, there was talk of, should we stay or should we go? And is the grass greener on the other side?
Right.
Look, if you're in business, you have to do that. Otherwise you're cheating yourself. And I would dare say those conversations take place every time that contract would have come around.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it just feels like, especially when because here's the thing, although it's easy to look at that and say, well, they're just getting $12,000 in a couple of minutes of commercials. No, they're really getting an opportunity to sell pay-per-view, to sell live events, to sell merch, to grow their brand and expose themselves to this huge audience. So there's more to it than just the money. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.